Caught me slipping. It's 9:01, and the Monetize Your Life guy is live. I was literally coming back from an event, and at the event, the artist that made this shirt had on the same pants, Nora Faber. And you might be able to find her over at norafabergallery.com. Nora Faber, Faber, gallery.com. And I'm going to tell you, it's always great to see somebody with talent. And what we're going to be doing today is talking about how you can make a bag of cash with Gamma app. Here's why. Because you can be enormously talented, but then have no place for the talent. Literally, at this event that I was at, I'm talking to a whole bunch of entrepreneurs. You know, they had a chance to like call up some entrepreneurs and clap us up and facilitators and all that kind of stuff and give us some love. And that's always nice. Now, I'm not a bragger on myself. I even had to tell a guy, listen, man, he says, bro, you got such great content. Why don't you have like 1 million people coming over to it? I says, because I'm not a joiner. And he says, what does that got to do with anything? You're not a joiner, but somebody might want to come to your stuff. And I says, because I'm not a joiner, I'm not an inviter. So if we start thinking about that and we go, well, wait a minute, we got to start looking at our own deficiencies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know somebody out there right now. If you know if that's you, then just put it in the description field. Oh, that's me. I want y'all to admit it. You may not be a thing that, guess what, your business absolutely needs. Your business needs you to be better. I'm going to be talking about how we're going to use Gamma app, and we're going to create all kinds of stuff. Give you an example. I'm wearing this shirt right now. Now, what Nora was able to do was take her, she's an artist, and she does other things. She does a soma flows, she does a somatic movement and all these different things. But anytime I was talking with her on Zoom doing some coaching, she was like, I was looking in the back and says, hey, wait a minute, what's that? And that was some art that she had. And I was like, man, that art is fire. But here's the thing. Oftentimes, we have a skill set, we have a talent, but we're not honoring that talent. By like me, I'm being 100 transparent with you. The entrepreneurs were transparent to me today, so I'm going to be transparent with y'all. And that is to say, because I'm not a joiner, I'm not an inviter. So sometimes I may do one of these events and 3 people come, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Now, I do well. I'm not an introvert by any stretch of the imagination. I can be introverted, but once I get out into the crowd, then I'm like, hey, I ain't the party guy, no lampshades on the head, but I'm like, hey, let's get it. But when your business needs you to be better, it needs you to be more, it needs you to be different, you have to answer that call. I'm just saying, you have to answer that call. One of the great things I like about this app that I'm getting ready to show y'all is that it will allow you to express yourself, and it will give you a kind of representation of it. All right, I'm going to show you some stuff that it'll do live. I'm going to show you some stuff that I just created with it. And I probably won't be on here long. I did want to show y'all the shirt. This shirt is so fire, right? And she had like the pants version of it, and my wife says, "Oh, I gotta get those. I gotta. She's got to show me those pants." But again, today I was able to create a digital product. Remember this is what we're talking about, right? We're talking about creating digital products. We're creating digital products, and we're creating digital products so that we can put those digital products out there and that they can go out there and make money for us, right? I was talking to an entrepreneur today, and she was talking about building systems. And now that's not easy. Building systems is not easy because we're used to doing the work. We ain't used to, what are you talking about? I got to do an SOP? Get out of here. Well, guess what? Sometimes, even though we have to do us extra thing and be better and be more for our business. It's hard for the operator to do that. Now, y'all know that Gerber talked about that. He says sometimes we got to find a way to get outside of being the operator, right? If we're the operator, probably stuff is not going to get done. This plain and simple. It's just not going to get done. It's not going to grow. So I'm going to show you a tool that we're going to be talking about today that is going to help leverage yourself, because that's what I've been doing, right? All this month of December is literally showing you, hey, here's some tools that we can use to go out there and be better and do different things. That's the whole idea. Let's be better. Let's do different things. Okay, let's do that. And if we can do that, then we can do all kinds of cool stuff, right? So I'm going to show you a couple things. Like, watch this. So this one right here, right now, you've been hearing me talk about this all the time. I've been talking about it all this December. If you're brand new over here, we're going to be taking ideas. And I can tell you, just talking with this entrepreneur today, and she was saying, I need to get my systems, let's say it for what it is. I need to get my systems shit together, right? And when you can say that, then there's a problem. And then when you can also say, you know what, not only do I need to get my system shit together, but I got to be the one to at least recognize that I might be the one breaking the systems. That's me. System should be that I take these, I put them out, blah, 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 right? But guess what? They ended up in tubs. And then only now am I saying, okay, I'm going to do lives. I'm going to give. You're going to see a lot of material coming from me because I've just decided that I'm going to hire somebody. I'm going to have some help. I'm going to get out of my own way. I'm going to stop being cheap. That's me being in my own way. Stop being the bottleneck and the cat. I'm going to start doing things that gets this stuff out into the hands of people that it can help. So when I show you this tool that we got coming up, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about using this tool in a way that expands you. That's the key. Can this tool expand you? Now, y'all know I like to talk about this stuff. People that try to make money online and all this kind of stuff don't make a dime because, well, they don't do anything. They don't get out of their own way. This is me showing you how to get out of your own way because I'm getting out of my own way. That's being 100 and transparent with you. Let's look at this tool, Gamma. Let me make sure you can see this tool. All right, I don't think you can see it. So let's stop sharing this one. Let's go over here. This is the Gamma app. I love this tool. It's awesome. All right, the Gamma app tool is really cool. I built this today. Now, you may see some stuff. It may not look just right the way I wanted it to. But I had an idea. I came up with the idea in the afternoon, and I have this thing that if I'm using some AI tools, then the AI tool will tell me, hey, day one money, buddy. I gave it permission to talk to me like that. I says, if I come up with an idea and I'm not looking at this thing from day one, in other words, idea, make money that day, then I'm doing it all wrong. So it will remind me. I literally had to ask it, hey, what do you mean by day one money? It says, hey, you said that anything you come up with, you got to be able to get done with it in a day, and it's got to be in a position to make money. This is that. So here's how we use the Gamma app. I think did I put that in there? I don't think I put that. Gosh darn it. I don't think I'm going to have to probably leave a link for you. Just give me a DM and I will put the Gamma app link in there for you. But anyway, this is what it does for us, right? No more PowerPoints, man. Those are dead. I'm not doing jack with PowerPoints. You hear me? They couldn't get my attention if used to save my life. Let me see if I can go ahead and grab this Gamma. But anyway, I'm going to show you this because it's a really cool tool that we can go out there. I think I'm doing this. Go out there and do some really fabulous stuff for us. You'll love this tool. Just like I've come to love it, you will love it too, because man, you talk about cooking. This mug will take an idea that you got and it will create all kinds of stuff from it, right? Not always correctly, but no, we'll get past all that. Don't worry about it. It still does a really, really good job And that's what we want. We want to be able to use this material in such a way that it really does and goes out there and does some fabulous stuff for us. Heavy lifting, getting out of our own way, leveraging ourselves, being one that says, I will, for me, I will become, and y'all heard me say it, I will become an inviter. I'm inviting you into my community. I didn't even put any of my communities in here, but I'm building my community, the Monetize Your Life community. I'm building it. I'm going to give you full permission to come into it. And then once we're in there, I'm going to give you all kind of good stuff. That's the whole idea. Give you a lot of good stuff so that you can go out there and do great things with it. I'm changing up the screens because I'm kind of looking at them going, which one do I like better? Which one do I like better? So I'm just kind of looking at these and kind of making a determination, y'all. So forgive me. All right. So now let's look at this. I came up with an idea. And in this idea, I says, okay, Gamma, let's do this. And I want to go and make sure, I really want to make sure that you get your hands on the Gamma app. I don't want you to leave here without being able to get that. I'm an affiliate for it. And I want you to be able to go, hey, man, if I get this tool and I get it from you, will you train me on it? And that's my deal, is that absolutely. So I'm literally finding my Gamma. Where is it? There it is. I'm finding my affiliate link right now, and I'm going to put it in to this particular recording so that we can check it out. But anyway, let me show you really, really quickly how you use this tool. Somebody said in one of the comments, I saw it in the comments, it said, hey, could you, I think they were saying be more practical or pragmatic or something. I can't remember. I couldn't quite understand what they were asking me. So if you're in here today, explain to me again what you actually needed. All right. So all you got to do is explain to me what you actually needed. Let me see what I got here. I got that one right there. You can go ahead and jump into my Gumroad stuff. If you want to get my guides, I strongly recommend jumping in and getting my guides. Those are really cool. You're going to love those guides if you haven't seen them already. All right. But then I wanted to go ahead and add this right here. This is Gamma app. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you this right quick. All right. So this is where you can get it. Now, go ahead and grab the app. I'm serious on that. Grab this app. You're going to love this. I think you will have a ball with this, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I always like to say, grab this app. I don't want you to miss out on that. And I'm gonna be 100 with you. I unashamedly saying to you, yes, grab the app. Unashamedly. I have, for I don't know what reason, have been one that says, hey, you know what? I'm not an inviter, so I'm not going to invite people. No, I'm not going to do it. But I'm getting over it as of today. My buddy Jamon, he said, bro, you got good stuff. You need to get people over to it. Well, I'm saying, well, okay, great. You can buy me some coffee. And then I can afford to go get some of these things. Right? But that's the point. Getting out of our own way. Are you in your own way? I'm getting mad at you right now. If you're in your own way, get out of it. Be unafraid to literally ask for what you need. And that's why I said to Jamon, I said, hey, man, listen, this is what I would like. Where I'm lacking in the invitation. I just like to put 10 toes down and get to work. And sometimes we forget to look up. But guess what? That is literally how, I'm wired. Get to work, learn, create, present stuff, get paid. Learn, create, present stuff, get paid. Oh, I got to invite folks. And he says, bro, but if you just invited people with the stuff you're talking about, it's fire. So I'm going to literally get some inviters. I'm gonna go hire them because if that's not something that I naturally do, now I can show up and do these things. I can talk about Nora's shirt here, Nora Faber. I think you can go right over there to Nora Faber Gallery. Let me see if I can find it. Nora Faber. I think it's still at norafabergallery.com. I think. Yeah, there it is. All right. So she's got a couple things over there. Yep. She's got it. So I'm going to show you this real quick because I just dig the stuff. So here's Nora Faber Gallery. Nora Faber Gallery. And now she's doing SomaFlow. Oh, that's just some next level stuff, y'all. You may not be ready for that. I think you're ready. But Nora Faber Gallery is all about being able to present your art, right? And that's what she's doing here. Her portfolio of art. Every time I have her on, I'm like, is that your stuff? Why isn't it? Oh, she's got a lot more than that. I'm not even showing it right. I'm not even representing it. She's gonna get mad at me because she's got so many other things that what we need to be doing is looking at this in a very specific way. Right? All right. I'm messing up this thing. All right, there we go. So this is her shop. She's got some amazing things in here. I want you to check it out when you get an opportunity, right? norafabergallery.com. All right, so let's jump off this. Let's jump back into what we were talking about. We were talking about getting out of our own way. Now you see, I get upset when I talk about it because that is me getting inside of my own, getting in my own way. All right, if that's you out there, I'm going to encourage you strongly to do what I'm attempting to do now, and that is take the advice of people that care about me, that say, man, you need to show this stuff in a different way. You need to get out there and be more inviting people into the show so that they can see it. That's what I decided to do. I'm doing it. Thanks, Jamon. Appreciate you, brother. So here it is. Monetize Your Life Guy, me, Randy Outerbridge. Here's what I created. Headline Conversion Kit. That's what it's called. I've got a tool that's going to be coming out with it as well. Look at this. I put some stuff in here. Why most headlines fail. This is what us marketers have sometimes, or when you're brand new to this stuff, what you have trouble with. So when we can use an app that amplifies, that's the key. When it amplifies what we can be, what we can do, when it amplifies, we find a tool to amplify ourselves. Now, y'all remember I said, I am not a joiner and therefore I'm not an inviter. But in order to grow, I get a chance to become an inviter. Hey, come on over. That's why it says a first part of this is saying, be unafraid to say, hey, listen, buy me some coffee. Here are my guides. Here's some apps that I use. Buy them. Help me do this stuff on an all the time basis. It took me a long time to become an inviter. As you see, I haven't done it, but to become an asker. I'm now a very good asker. I will ask you for things. Here it is. So this is what it was able to create for me. This is what it's telling you. Try this formula. This is a gift. This right here allows us to go out and transform our headlines so that it goes out. And when we put these pages together, when we're doing this marketing out there, all the things that I'm showing you are ways that we now can create stuff, then sell it. Because I don't want you to just create it. You have a whole bunch of creative stuff. I remember I used to be that guy. It was like create, and go, oh, I got to sell it. Then I got to the point where I was like, oh, now I know how to create it and sell it. And it's like, oh, well, shoot, wait a minute. If I become better and become a better inviter, so does it mean I got to start joining some more groups? Anytime I join groups, why? I told Jamon, I says, man, this is the reason why I overgive. I'll get in those groups and I'm spending half a day solving people's problems. Why? Because that's how I'm wired. I like to help. I'm a helper, but I overhelp and I overgive, and then people don't buy. Well, they buy, trust me. Don't they, Jamon? They buy. But here's the point. When we create stuff, we've got to get whole enough. We got to become more so that more for our business, so that we can go out there and do some great things. I'm serious now. I'm putting a call out to you. Become more. So I'm showing you the Gamma app. It is right here in the go ahead and grab it right there. It's right there at the top. You can go ahead and grab that app. I am asking you to grab that app because it is seriously going to be something that you're going to use for real. So if you got any questions, you can always ask me. I can see them up in here. And when I do the replays, I can see them in there too. So be unafraid to go ahead and say, hey, bro, answer this for me. It's like somebody sent on the YouTube channel. They sent a statement. I didn't understand it. I think it meant be more practical. I don't know. Was it a little bit up here? Well, tell me exactly what you mean by that. Be more pragmatic, because they use two words, pragmatic or pragmatic. I don't. So let me know what you meant, and then I'll do everything I can. Okay, so we now know Nora does stuff like this, right? Great stuff. We now know that Gamma app can allow you to put together an idea in less than a day. I should show y'all the response that I got back from one of these AIs when I was thinking about it. Maybe I will. I don't know. I want you to absorb that first. I want you to be able to look at that Gamma app and be able to say, okay, bro, what you got there? So what you're seeing right now, y'all, is this right here is what I created today for a friend of mine. All right. I took her website and I says, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you a gift. And I created another site for her. It is beautiful too. You should see it. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull it up over here on one of these other. Let's see if I can grab it real quick and I'll show you. It is so nice. Let's see if this will show. Can y'all see that? Y'all probably can't see that. This is her new site I was able to create for her. Oh, I know why, because it's on Microsoft stuff, whatever. So, so I'll come off that real quick and show you. But anyway, sometimes when we do stuff like this, let me double check, make sure I got the right. Get my technology right here, y'all. Okay, there you go. So sometimes man, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you're out there doing this stuff and it's like, okay, bro, you need to get yourself an assistant for you doing your lives. But anyway, I think y'all get it. So Gamma app, go get it, use it. I wanted to just make sure that I'm trying to bring it all down so we can do only maybe 30 minutes inside of here. Maybe a message or two about how we can be better. How we can be better. We need to be better, right? Y'all with me? We need to be better on some stuff. I want to show y'all this other thing that we were able to create. If we can be better, then we can go out there and do a wonderful job of helping other people. That's one of the coolest things that you'll ever discover, is how can we be a better service to somebody else. Let me see if we got it. Let's see if I got it here. Let's cancel that. Where is it? Darn it. I can't find it, y'all. It's not showing for me. Sorry. Maybe this is it. Let's see if y'all can see this. Y'all tell me if you can see this. Can y'all see this one right here? Looks like you're looking at me. Yeah, no worries. Sometimes technology does that to you. Trips you up. We don't worry about it. That's what stops a lot of us. Well, somebody's going to complain It was not good. I'm not worried about that. What I am mostly concerned with is that you're getting on my calendar before the end of the year, because once the end of the year happens, the sale goes away. Gosh, I hate that word, sale, right? Not sell, sell, sale. You know how to do the two times a year, Cyber Monday. And I says, no, I'm gonna do all of December. I'm gonna be showing you how to create these digital products every single day for the whole month of December. Why not? And if you're able to get out there and you go, bro, that was fire, then like the screen says, buy your boy some coffee. Just click that screen. Look at this. Imagine this. You can put all these products, stuff like that together, 30 days, one a day. Is it hard? Is it hard? Well, sure. It's supposed to be hard. Not supposed to be easy. But there's no fifth, ninth place trophies. I said that to somebody the other day, and it was like, bro, that's kind of harsh. I don't care. No ninth place trophies. We get after it, right? This is what we're doing. This is what we said we were going to do. Let's now take a look at this right here. Let's see if y'all can see it. The Gamma app. The Gamma app is so good. I put together this in less than an hour. I had to kind of finesse it a little bit. I might have to clean it up a little bit. Look at that. That's kind of, the writing's kind of small, whatever. So we go in here. We've got a whole nice little template ready to go, ready to be spoken over. Watch this. I'm going to show you how we could do it. So now the first thing we do, this is how we're going to create this product. First thing, I created the product. I had an idea. I used some AI. I made sure the AI put it together right. I then says, well, if I can do that, I'm going to now take what you also suggest and I'm going to put it in one of my other apps. Now that's where it gets difficult. We got to kind of manage things. That's why I'm dropping apps every single time I come on. I'm saying, I'm not just going to say, hey, go do this, because that's what used to bug the heck out of me. The gurus come on and they go, oh, just do this, do that. And they say, I need some tools. Do it with what? They didn't give you the how. Or they says, well, click here and I'll tell you the how after you give me $1,000. Wait, what? So I'm saying, for some coffee, come on. That's all I'm asking for, some coffee, right? It shows up as soon as you click it and send me put the $5. I only charge $5 for coffees. Anyway, so look at this. So this is what we got. We got, imagine you now doing something like this. You come on and you says, hey, this is the headline conversion kit. What I'm going to be showing you is 12 plug and play frameworks that generate traffic, clicks, and sales. Boom. That's your headline. Are y'all with me? That's your headline. Okay, now I'm going to put it in a different mode so, it'll look a little bit better and all that stuff for you. First, I wasn't going to do that because I wasn't going to show this app, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Now, so next thing you do is you go to your next slide. Once you go to the next slide, you say this. Here's why most headlines fail and cost you money. Now, a lot of you marketers out there, that headlines matter, but you're stuck staring at a blank page. Now, you see what we're doing is we're taking something that was static and we're creating more out of it. So what do you now do with this? You're using this as your template, as your guide, as your outline. Y'all get me? Are y'all with me? I'm teaching you how to create digital products so we can put those digital products out there and you can make money from them. Now, again, this is for educational purposes. I'm not giving you financial advice. Here's my disclaimer. People that try to make money online and off oftentimes make nothing. And it's because they don't do shit. They don't do nothing. Would you agree? A lot of this stuff is not typically implied, guaranteed, or even promised. So that's my disclaimer. But also my disclaimer is because you're not doing nothing. So let's take some of this stuff. Let's create from here. Now, again, when I was talking to my friend earlier today, and I says, okay, you realize that you need to create systems. Now, if you're on here, then you know them. You need to create systems. You know that you might be the bottleneck. Okay, fair, fair. Just because we know it, don't mean we're gonna do nothing about it. So, but when we start seeing, well, here's how I'll be better for my business for 30 days. So what I said is I'm going to come on every day for 30 days. That's me being better for my business. Why? Because I realize I'm not an inviter and I didn't want to like do this every day. It's like I'm an entrepreneur, right? So we're kind of full of ADHD. We kind of like we like cats. We do what we want. But the business says, I need to see you 30 days teaching, showing, giving, letting people get the apps so that they can create. And almost today, I was in the middle of a conversation and I looked down at the clock and it was like 8:34. I was like, bro, you still got to build stuff. You still got to put things for you. But I made it 1 minute late. That's consistency. And that's being better for your business. That's the key. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now, next thing we do is that we just literally talk over the slides. Here's the formula framework. What we're doing is what I'm selling and what I'm giving away is a framework. So I had an idea. I says, you know what? I would really like to know the framework for best headlines. That's the question I had earlier today. I was sipping coffee. Somebody had bought me coffee. I was sipping coffee. And I says, this is what I would like to know. So here's the gem drop of the day is that we solve our own problem first. If you have a problem with consistency, do something that helps you solve the problem yourself. Use what they call forcing function. Show up because you have to. Act as if you gotta eat. And if you don't show up, you don't eat that day. And if you want to eat, you show up. Forcing function. If you say, well, I'm not good at systems, like my friend was telling me, I'm not good. I don't put them together. I know I should, but blah, 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 da, da, da. I haven't found somebody to walk me through it. And that's why I've decided to do this. I'm walking you through it. I'm holding your hand saying, hey, come with me. No, 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 don't step over that. Scoot around that. Dive over this. I'm right here with you. That's why I'm doing it this way. I'm giving, giving, giving. Like I was telling my other friend Jaman, I says, I'm giving, giving, giving. And I'm just going to keep giving, giving, giving. I just decided. And then I'm going to invite. I'm inviting people to come over to, I'm going to put this up here too. I'm going to start inviting people to come over to the community. All right. Let me go grab the community real quick so that you can at least jump in. And if you want to jump in and be one of the founding members of it, like me, I'm a member. Obviously, I'm the person that started it. And it's a little bit different. It'll look a little bit like Facebook, but that's this particular community, right? This particular community looks like it. It looks like Facebook because so many people were used to Facebook that they built it that particular way. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all that. Let's see. Okay, here we are. We're back here. I'm going to put that on screen real quick so that you can grab it. Is that cool? Y'all got this though, right? You see what we're doing here. I think you understand that. One of the big things that we're doing is we're taking ideas, we're putting them into a slide format so that we can talk over them. And at the same time, we are creating content and creating another digital product. That's the gem drop. That's the gem drop. And if you like it, support the stream. Come up, get my guides. I got all kind of stuff over there. If you're not already over getting some of the guides, I'm going to put another thing on the screen for you so that you can grab that too. That's the whole idea. We don't often know what to do. Right? Would y'all agree? We don't often know what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in here. This one right here is going to be your community invite. Is that fair? Your community. Remember I says, I'm not an inviter because I'm not a joiner. I'm gonna just say your invite. Let's see. Oh no, I'm gonna just call it. Okay, monetize. Let's see if it'll let me monetize your. All right. I'm just calling it your because it keeps telling me, hey, that's too long, bro. All right, y'all cool with it? It's dogging me out, y'all. Oops. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. No wonder. Okay. Here it is. Your invite. Bam. There it is. Your invite. Okay, come on into the community. I'm now officially an inviter. Yeah. Not a joiner. Got to get out of my own way for my business. Guess who else has to get out of their own way for their business? You. If you haven't started a business, definitely you. With the stuff that's going on with AI, and I've been hearing all the commercials. Oh, it's not gonna AI that's gonna replace you. Bull. It's gonna be somebody using AI. Nah, bro. They got you can just set it and forget it now. I've been showing y'all. If y'all been seeing some of the other ones, this is my 11th day. I told y'all every single day, even Christmas. So I gotta make it happen. So this is what I talked about. We create digital products using these kind of tools. I've got another tool up there for you. You can see it and you can come on and get in there and get it. That tool is fire. Here's your invite. I'm only going to leave that up for I'll leave that up for another 2 minutes and then I'm going to take it down. I'm showing you this is how we create digital products. We take stuff that's in our minds. We get the tool that allows it to come out of our mind. We then put a price tag on it. Y'all tell me. So a tool like this is how many slides I got here? There's a whole bunch of slides in here. But this is literally, look at this framework. I says, hey, come up with a framework. Now, this ain't just like coming out of, out of my shoe. This is years and years of experience and stuff like that, knowing exactly what to ask the AI tool. And it says, okay, here's one, the forbidden knowledge curiosity. Here's what you do. Here's the formula. Specific detail plus authority plus forbidden secret thing. I'm going to tell you what inspired me to do this. I had an app email me and said they would like me to promote their stuff. They said, and I got this standard thing. Well, 50% if you want me to do it, and I got to use the tool and it's got to be good. If it's not good and not better than something I'm already using, it's a no. And I've told them no. Right? Like, no, bro, I'm using such and such and it's awesome. Your tool is expensive. No. But this one, I says, okay, I'll check it out and I'll look into it. And I kind of started doing a little, search on a little background search on it and stuff like that. And it was like, oh, okay, this might be something I can use. So I says, all right, I'll look at becoming an affiliate for your product. So then I go out and I use it, just like I'm doing with Gamma. I started using Gamma and I was like, oh, I gotta be able to present this to other people. Look at this. Here's an example of this formula. This is what we then go and tell people, or I'm sorry, we talk over our gammas and we do. Y'all got it up there. All right. Let me put it up again. Get this app. Get this app, y'all. Get that app. Get that app. I'll even take this down. If it's confusing you, if it's too much in there, I'll take that down. Grab that app. And I'm going to show you. And then there's so many more things that I do with this. Right? We create this right here. First, we create this. First, we had an idea. We use a little AI. AI says, here's some things. Then we put it in a format. And then we present it. I get it? Learn. This is my formula. Learn, create, ship, and get paid. I used to say learn, create, LCGP, learn, create, and get paid. Now I say, Oh, there's a part you forgot to do. Ship it. You forgot to put it out into the ether. No more. No more. We now learn something, create something from what we learned. We ship what we created. Then that positions us to get paid. Now, again, this is educational purposes. I'm not giving you financial advice. People that try to make money online are off and typically make nothing. Zero. Why? Because they don't do anything. But you've seen me, make money. I'm gonna be showing you stuff every single day, showing you things that I do right now, showing you things that you can do as well, and I'll help you. So look at this. The formula is specific detail. In other words, wearing a suit, this millionaire reveals a forbidden tax strategy. Wait, what? Now I want to show y'all something really interesting. If we says, wearing a suit, this millionaire reveals a tax strategy. You see what just happened? They gave us a framework here. Now, remember the other day I was telling you that we can go over to a place like Reeve. I'm going to show you. So from this piece of content that we're creating, we then can create something else. Hopefully, if y'all stuck around, you stuck around because you wanted to see just these. I drop them all the time, just throughout. That's why it says watch it to the end. So watch this. Wearing a suit, this millionaire reveals a forbidden tax strategy. Okay, now we're going to do this. Watch this now. I'm going to do some crazy stuff. I'm just going to pull all of that. See what I just did? We're going to copy it. If you got a Mac, y'all hit Command C, whatever. Then we're going to go over to Reeve, and we're going to see if this, remember how I told you about Reeve? I'll show you in a second. Y'all remember Reeve? Right now, let's do this. Create a series of thumbnails. Now, I think Reeve might be in thumbnails with these headlines. Now, watch what I'm going to do. Y'all see what I just did? I pulled it from the other one. Boom. Right? Look at this. Wearing suit, this millionaire. I don't know what they're going to create. Maybe I better put my face in there, huh? All right, yeah, I better put my face in there. Otherwise, they'll create some stuff and you'll be like, what is this mess? So I'm going to attach my own face in here. Right. So that's one thing we're going to do. We're going to put my face in there so that they at least have a frame, because you want to be that, maybe that millionaire. I don't know. That's the whole idea, right? You want to be the person. Randy Images. All right. That one. All right. I want to be the dude. Why'd that go off? I didn't tell you to go off. All right. So now you see what we did. We pulled from the Gamma. Now we're taking AI Randio. And it says, I'll create, watch this. Y'all watching this just like I am. I'll create 4 YouTube style thumbnails featuring blah, blah, blah. Millionaire reveals forbidden tax strategy. I don't know what it's going to come up with, but we're literally creating another piece of digital real estate. We're creating another asset. Now you see how I'm going a little slow now because these tools take up power. Oh, look at this. Come on, y'all. Now y'all got the app. Y'all got the Reeve app. Grab that too. Come on now. Did y'all just see what happened? This dude looks like he's drunk, but whatever. So I literally pulled from the Gamma app, from the slide itself, came over to another tool, put in the whatever the other tool had. Now, are you now? Let's say you did that all day for others and yourself. Go charge people. Hey, I'm gonna do all your thumbnails. Don't worry about it. I got you. Give me $2,000 a month. Give me $1,000 a month. Give me $500 a month. Whatever. Now they can do it themselves, but get this, like me, I'm sitting over here doing it myself. And as a result of that, I'm not inviting people, building a community, building an audience. See, because I love it. I love to learn it, create it, ship it, and then get paid for it. But I think I'm literally, mind melding myself into now saying, build community, learn, create, build community, ship it to community, and get paid. But you see what it did? It came up from this image and these that we plugged in from. If you're just coming over here, you're missing it. If you're not seeing the other 10 lives that I've done, just go to the live section over on my YouTube channel. If you're seeing this on Facebook, you can go over there and grab the other ones too. Watch them. So look at this. So here's me, forbidden tax strategy, right? If I were a tax strategist guy, that would be me, right? Look at this. Hidden client method, right? They got me pointing. Then they got me drunk right here. I guess let's get rid of this. This dude don't look right. Remove background. Blah, I can't even get rid of it because it's down there somewhere. Secret monetization hack. Oh, I might be able to use that right now. I could download that right now. That's what I feel like doing. But you see what's happening now. Again, remember, some of these tools, they'll give you a little bit, but not a lot. So we now have created some content for ourselves. I showed you an app that you can do that. I then showed you an app that we then go and create just because we created the app or we created the tool on the app. So now we've got content piece 1, content piece 2. Y'all saw that. Content piece 1, content piece 2. Boom, boom, boom. We can put that on Facebook, that on LinkedIn, something on X, something on TikTok, something on IG, something on YouTube. What am I doing? YouTube. I'll then take some shorts, put them on IG if I don't get in my own way. I now can create from this a book. Y'all see it? 30-day digital product a day challenge. That's what you're in right now. You don't even have to sign up. You're already in. All I'm saying is give me some coffee because I need to go get me some coffee tomorrow. So I expect somebody to hit that. I expect somebody to hit it. Hit it. Okay, y'all see it? Now let's do one more and then I'm gonna jump off. I don't be wanting to go an hour. It just turns out that way. All right, let's go back to Gamma. Share this tab instead. Bam. Okay, now remember we did that. Now we have that we can sell. Somebody says, I want these frameworks. Well, give me $2, give me $3, give me $4. Worth it. Emotional state solution. Here's the desire state. Now we should be trying to create for ourselves first, solve our own darn problem. I had a problem. I was like, I got a lot of products coming out. So I want to make sure I get good headlines that make sense. Because I'll pick stuff from my heart and it'll be all messed up. I think I should say this. It's like, no, don't say that, man. That don't make no sense. Nobody wants that. That's coming from your heart. Put stuff out there that's in their heart. Y'all seeing it? Again, like I was telling my friend earlier today, we got to get better for our business. We got to do this for our business. Forget us. Let's do it for our business. Okay. So now we're in framework, emotional state solution, desired state, specific solution, enhancement. Then I made it give me some examples. Financial freedom, simple system with proven templates. Boom, boom, boom. Desired state. People want financial freedom. They want to be able to tell that job, I'm out. Screw you money, whatever you want to call it. I can't say F you money because this will not get passed. All right, stress-free marketing. Imagine that as a headline. Stress-free marketing, automated sequences with done-for-you copy. Oh, that's what I want. That's what these frameworks are. Now, you don't tell me that's not valuable to somebody who didn't know that. Again, I had to solve my own problem first. Now I'm creating content and I'm creating digital assets and I'm creating digital products. I'll go and put this on a sales page and sell it. Y'all get it? An hour worth of fire, an hour worth of gems. Tell me that it's not worth some coffee. Buy me some coffee. Stop playing. I know you over there saying, "Man, I ain't buying that dude nothing. You just keep giving me the good stuff." Fine. All right. So here it is. Framework 5, demographic problem plus solution. All right. That's a good one. How specific demographic are results without specific demographic, plumbers, drummers, lumbers are failing without this tool, whatever. Then we ask of it examples. How busy moms, what specific demographics, we call them out, are building six-figure businesses without childcare. Wait, what? Man, you let that be. I'll buy that. So you see the template, how, are, without. I built it for myself first. I built it for me so that I can pull these templates out and then use them. Now it says if I can solve my own problem first, then I'm gonna go ahead and share it with others. And then I'm sharing it with you again. It's awesome. So seven business model millionaires use generate. I like these. We have all these examples. I got a whole bunch of them from broke to book. This coach filled her calendar from broke to book. Oh, look at that. Look at that title. From broke to booked. How this coach filled her calendar. So you go from broke to booked and then teach others how. From corporate drone. Any ever felt like that? To freedom. How he built a business in 90 days. If that's you, then you be the subject of that. From overwhelmed to automated. My friend, if you're on here listening, from overwhelmed to automated, how she systematized, plug it, something else in there, her business in 2 months. Do it, teach it, sell that, get freedom from the business. If you're on here, you know who I'm talking to. This has been worth it, hasn't it? All right, so let's go to the next one. So we're trying, let's come up with it says, why build it? They'll come is wrong. So I want to take all of these. All right. And I'm going to go back. Watch this. I know what Reeve is going to say, bro. You've used enough. What are you doing? All right. I'm just going to let it build itself. So I'm going to say, create a thumbnail for these. I may have run out of credits. Y'all saw me ranting and raving the other day about running out of credits. I'm like, that's just not fair. So let's see. This is not fair. But these aren't bad. These aren't bad. I'll create 4 thumbnails, myth-busting headlines. Let me generate da-da-da-da. So you see what it's doing. I really like this one. I might have to download that, bros. Secret monetization hack. Yeah, who wouldn't want to know that? All right. This guy, though? Nah, man, you got to go. They don't want you to know. Okay. All right. This guy's looking pretty confident. You see what it does, though? It took this little picture right here, my little plump face. And it's that's pretty much me. That's pretty much me. Sometimes it takes a little hair, that's all good. But look at this. So now it's doing this. Niche down, be multi-passionate. Oh my gosh, I love these. Be multi-passionate. Yes. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's be multi-passionate. Let's be multi-passionate. Let's do more for our business. You hear me? Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. It's you. Get out of your own way. Be more for your business. Start today. Start today. Start today.